Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, who will be appearing at tomorrow's TEDx event?
Spring is just around the corner, but when will these winter conditions move on out? I'll let you know in just a bit.
And find out what you missed at the Dream Big Career Fair.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Owen Miles.
And I'm Eliza Hopkins.
TEDx SUNY Oswego begins tomorrow. The event features several speakers who will be discussing career breakthroughs, personal journeys, and more different topics. Speakers include Broadway star Tumar Green, ecologist and geologist William Precht, and more. This event will also have a merch table, a photo booth, and more activities while the speakers are on stage.
This year's theme for TEDx SUNY Oswego is inspiration, celebrating the moments, movements, and mindsets that push us forward. The event starts at 2 p.m. and goes until 5 in the Hewitt Ballroom. Tickets were $25 for non-Oswego students and $15 for students, but are now officially sold out.
Well, with spring right around the corner, all that rain is turning into snow.
Now let's hear from our meteorologist, Ryan Murphy from out in the field. Ryan?
And thank you guys. I'm here live at Lake Ontario, and I can tell you it is super cold out. It's windy, it's rainy. Rain is just going to go away. I got some good news. Now I'm going to tell you about this, my full forecast in a bit, but I'll give you a little taste of that. We are going to have temperatures in the 60s. That's right. We're going to finally get some of those springtime temperatures rolling on in here and get rid of all this snow right here. Now, I'm not going to say which side of the lake I'm on. I might be on the Canadian side, so I got to swim back across, and I may or may not bring the snowball, so you guys in the studio, watch out for it.
Thank you, Ryan. FedEx has announced the closing of several facilities in New York State, including the one at the Elmira Corning Airport. The company explained that it is to make deliveries smoother and to consolidate the company's business operations. FedEx says that the closings are to make a switch to a one van, one neighborhood approach in several areas. Employees of the facilities will receive severance packages from the company.
Just earlier tonight, the Department of Art and Design at SUNY Oswego hosted Harrison and Wood, a British art duo known for mixing advanced aesthetic research and existential comedy. This is a part of the ongoing series, Making It, featuring artists who will talk about their work, careers, and their experiences making it in the arts.
If you're a chemistry student on campus, this may be for you. The Department of Chemistry Seminar Series is inviting Ilya Ivanov to teach a seminar. Ivanov is a distinguished scientist from the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, specifically in the Center of Nanophase Material Sciences. He will be teaching students to propose new concepts for chemical research in the future.
This Saturday, join Rice Creek naturalist Linda Knowles at the Rice Creek Field Station to celebrate maple season and to learn about trees, tap trees for syrup, as well as taste test maple products. There are 2 sessions, the Junior Naturalist from 10 to 11:30, designed for children and their families, and later in the day from 1 to 2:30 is the Nature Discovery for a more general audience.
The Oswego Common Council is considering a solution to start up a long-delayed project to rebuild the city's police department. Councilors have proposed a new State Environmental Quality Review Act. Due to this proposed act, a resolution made last December allowing the mayor to execute all documents related to the project are rescinded. This will require local, regional, and state government agencies to look into the environmental impacts of the project.
At noon today, 10-year-old Joanne Washburn, who was reported missing from her home at approximately 6:34 this morning, has been found safe. She was found off of Rabbit Run Road in the town of Ulysses. Thanks to the authorities and to the help of the public, who spotted Joanne walking along Trumansburg Road at approximately 1 a.m. this morning, she is now safe and back with her family.
A 60,000-pound excavator fell down the Black River in Brownville yesterday. The fall tossed the operator out of the machine, giving him 2 broken ribs and a partially collapsed lung. Nearly 90 gallons of fuel and 60 gallons of hydraulic fuel were dumped into the river. The accident is believed to be caused by icy and wet conditions on the road. Yesterday, students had the opportunity to dream big as SUNY Oswego Career Services invited over 100 employers to campus.
With more on the Dream Big Career Internship and Exploration Fair is WTOP's Alexis Jimenez.
Thanks, Owen and Eliza. Students lined up to meet with over 1 of 100 employers at the career fair today. Employers came from a wide variety of industries, from banking to EMTs, and from the media to the FBI. Here's more.
In the Sweatman Gymnasium, SUNY Oswego Career Services hosted the Dream Big Career Internship and Exploration Fair. Students had the opportunity to meet with representatives from a variety of employers. And with long lines heading out the door, students were eager to get a jump on their job search heading out of college. Career Services also hosted 2 raffles where students can enter to win a pair of Meta AI glasses, and all they had to do was drop off their resume. Megan Mazzacone, Assistant Director and Coordinator of Career Services, spoke about what it takes to put on this career fair and who the event is truly for.
So there's a lot that goes into the career fair. We do a lot of outreach with organizations that have come in the past, as well as trying to reach out to different organizations for all the different cohorts of students that we have. We really pride ourselves in having a wide variety of career communities here, from human to public services, to education, to STEM and healthcare fields, as well as cinema, media, communication, professions. We really try to have a good variety because our students also don't just have one major. We have a wide student body with a lot of different interests. So if we can accommodate as much as we can to them. This is a career internship and exploration fair, so it's really for every student. Whether you're looking for jobs right now, you're about to graduate, you're looking for your next internship opportunity, you're looking to pitch yourself like you're on Shark Tank, or you just are not quite sure what you want to do, but you have an idea of a certain career field that you're interested in exploring, kind of talking to different employers and people who are working the reality of that job makes it much more achievable and makes you also be able to see yourself in that position.
It's never too early or too late to start working on your career. Oswego Career Services can help provide assistance at the Compass Resource Center at MCC 145A. And the winners of the Meta AI Glasses raffle have just been announced. The winners are Lydia Fosu and Layla Trendowski. Congratulations. That's it for me. Now let's get back to the desk.
Thanks, Alex. Earlier today, state troopers officially opened the new connection between Interstates 81 and 481 on the south end of the city of Syracuse. This new implementation marks another key step towards the taking down of Interstate 81. Not only that, but this now allows traffic to transition from one highway to the other in both directions at speeds of about 65 miles an hour. Former Geneva cop Michael Tapscott has admitted to selling drugs while on duty. Last year, Tapscott was caught selling a civilian prescription drugs outside of a used car dealership on Route 14. He was sitting in his police vehicle during the sale. Tapscott was also part of DARE, a program meant to persuade middle and high school students to stay off drugs. He was handed 40 drug-related charges.
This Saturday, join the City of Oswego to celebrate St. Patrick's Day by running in the 11th annual Outrun Autism 5K race. The race will begin at 9 a.m. starting at the press box, with the parade following later that day at 1 p.m. This 5K race has been organized by the Oswego Autism Task Force, being in existence for 25 years, according to race director Julie Chetney.
Syracuse University is teaming up with cannabis education company Greenflower to offer new programs to its students. These programs will educate students on all aspects of the cannabis industry where the students may fit in. These courses will be all online and students must be 21 or older to enroll. The CEO of Greenflower, Max Simon, calls it a choose-your-own adventure.
At around 7:30 a.m. on Wednesday morning, the Broome County Sheriff's Office received a call about a skunk running around frantically with a jar on its head. Deputy Cameron Beaubier, in his first year of duty, stepped up to the challenge. Assessing the situation carefully, he was able to remove the jar from the skunk's head without harming it or getting sprayed.
From a jar to the crossbar, the Oswego Lakers hockey team is set to face off against the Hobart Statesmen for the SUNYAC Championship game on Saturday. The Lakers will make the trip down to Geneva, hoping to defend their SUNYAC title from last season. WTOP-10 sports reporter Eddie McAlpine is setting the stage ahead of the highly anticipated matchup.
The Hobart Statesmen have not lost in over a year. Now in their first year in the SUNYAC, they are one win away from taking the conference title.
If we can win it when we come in, then, we've done a good job for the SUNYAC. Setting the undefeated record, that was special, but, that's over, that's done with. Now it's just winning hockey games.
Head coach Mark Taylor and his squad will have to take down the Oswego Lakers, the defending champions who they have beat twice already this season.
Every time you beat a team, you expect that the next one's going to be tougher, and beating a team twice is tough enough. Beating them 3 times is tougher. And
it will be an uphill battle for the Lakers. Head coach Ed Gosick is aware of the challenge.
We want to continue to build on who we are and what we do well and make them have to defend us and try to do a better job of defending them.
The anchor of the Lakers defense, first-team All-Conference Travis Baker, the only first-team selection not from Hobart.
Their whole team is a strength, like every bit of them. So I think we just got to stick to our game again. And they broke the NCAA record or something for most home wins in a row. Again, they're human. They're another hockey team, and they're beatable.
Hobart captain Khalil Fontana has led the Statesmen all season, and they know they are one win away from perfection.
It's exciting for us. It would mean a lot. Obviously, moving around from we were in a different league last year, so I think it was exciting for us to be in a league here and be able to prove ourselves here. I think it would mean a ton to be able to add a SUNYAC championship to the group.
A tough matchup, even for the best goalie in the country.
It's always hard to beat a team 3 times, so we just got to come in. It's just another game at the end of the day.
On the other end, the Lakers have been backed by freshman Michael Manzi, now playing in the biggest game of his young career.
I'm just trying to see the puck, not overstress, we all want to relax and have fun with this. It's a fun game to play. Everyone wants to play in this game in our conference. So once we get on that ice, national championships, so the wins, all that stuff goes away. It's just us versus them.
For the 3rd time this season, and now it's do or die. Alternate captain Cam Simons and the Lakers will fight to defend their title.
We're the previous champs for the SUNYAC. It's a big title to hold, so we know what this game means, and it's going to take everything we got.
Will the top dog take down the defending champions, or will the underdogs end the historic run of the new team in the SUNYAC? This is Hobart Oswego Part 3. I'm Eddie McAlpine, WTOP-10.
The Statesmen have won 66 consecutive home games, the longest home winning streak in the collegiate history. Puck drop is set for Saturday night at 7.
Still ahead tonight, war in the Middle East.
Warmer temperatures are creeping around the corner, but when should be expecting them? Stick around, I'll let you know right after the break.
Welcome back to the DK experience. Go back to your job.
Every NFL fan I've played for the last 15 games. They beat.
Writing a letter to the NFL fans? Get out of here with that.
No, let me finish. No, stop.
Johnny Manziel, that guy, he's a loser.
No, that's.
Oh.
Watch the DK experience.
Is there anything interesting happening in here? Joe, is there anything interesting happening in here?
Yes, there is some interesting stuff tonight. We're doing our weather outside.
Oh, okay.
Our
I don't
quick
care.
weather.
Never mind.
Let's see how shiny it is.
And welcome back to WTOP-10. I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Ryan Murphy with your local weather forecast. Now we're going to start off here taking a look at our song of the day, Never Say Goodbye by Bon Jovi. Now, I hope you didn't say goodbye to the spring because we're finally going to get some of that spring-like conditions. And I figured the album cover here, Slippery When Wet, is very fitting because, man, is it pouring out right now. Looking here at our live satellite radar, you can see there's a whole lot of rain sitting over our area. We do got a small chance there of some thunder showers. Now, this rain is going to continue all throughout the night, but it will stop a little bit earlier in the morning. It's pretty unlucky, but Saturday is the day of luck. Now, I'm Irish, if you couldn't tell by my last name, so this is like my favorite day of the year. And we're getting real lucky in the morning here. A nice warm 50 degrees. The sun will be out and it's going to get even warmer. The luck of the Irish is with us because we're going to see temperatures in the 60s. And with the sun there, some of that snow will finally melt on out. But unfortunately, our luck is going to run on out in the early evening. We are going to get some showers. We're going to get a couple spotty showers here or there. But I guess on the bright side of that, it will wash away some of that snow. I know, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm getting sick of it. Now, if you're gambling what the weather's going to be, take your bets now. And, oh, look at this. All right. So for tomorrow, it's going to be kind of sunny. The sun will creep on in and out. It'll be a nice 44 degrees. Listen, it's better than freezing. And as for Saturday here, like I said, it'd be nice during the day, but you are going to get those thunder showers in the early afternoon. So if you have any St. Patrick's Day plans, keep that in mind, especially if you're going to the parade in Oswego. And for Sunday, look at that. The sun will come on out, and it'll be a nice and warmish, I say 46 degrees. Look at our futurecast here. That rain tonight will move on out and early tomorrow morning. It will be pretty cloudy, and it's going to kind of stay like that throughout the day. You might get the sun here or there, but then you'll get that rain early Saturday morning, but that will move on out until early Saturday evening. We're going to get a couple spotty showers, and like I said, there might be a thunderstorm or two, so you might want to keep that in mind. Now, as for tonight, it is going to drop down to a cooler 29 degrees. It is going to be a little breezy out there. So if you're heading out, you might want to keep that in mind. Throw on a windbreaker, throw on a jacket, and with temperatures going below freezing there, the roads could get a little slick along the sidewalks, so be careful if you're taking a walk. As for the rest of the week, look at that. Monday, Tuesday, 61, 60. I know, I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to finally warm on up. Of course, Thursday, it's got to do that, 36. But listen, you got warmer temperatures. I'm really looking forward to that. That's all I got for my full forecast. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Ryan. A spark in wildfires near New York City has one scientist saying that we should burn all of its various parks soon. Cornell professor Aaron Sexton suggested the burns after wildfires allowed the seedlings to grow back faster and healthier. Sexton claims that controlled burns will restore the park's wildlife habitat. The city has never done controlled burns in its parks, and the city's Parks Department denied this idea.
New York City's volunteer fire force has declined dramatically in the past several decades from 120,000 to under 80,000, forcing several stations in the New York and Onondaga region to close. The Onondaga County Fire Coalition is now urging state leaders to allow a small compensation for volunteers to help with modern living costs and training time. With response time stretching up to 15 minutes, former Chief Tony McIntyre warns fire multiplies in seconds, people die, we need to keep trucks staffed. Earlier today, a House vote over a war powers resolution for the Iran situation was voted down. This resolution coming from both sides of the political aisle. With this being said, Congress has officially opted not to immediately halt U.S. involvement in the escalating Iran war. The measures that were voted down on would have immediately halted all American hostilities against Iran.
An Iranian missile strike has destroyed an apartment building in Tel Aviv on March 4th. The blast killed Filipino caretaker Mary Ann Velasquez de Vera. The next-door building was the Bahaus building, which was one of the most historic buildings in the entire city, known for its external circular staircase, and it was heavily damaged. The cafe downstairs was completely destroyed, and the building has been deemed unlivable to hold reference.
President Donald Trump has fired Homeland Security Kristi Noem, making her the first cabinet secretary to leave her post during the president's second term. Trump said that he will be tapping in Republican Senator Markwayne Mullin from Oklahoma. Kristi Noem will be taking over the new role as envoy for the Shield of the Americas, which Trump describes as a position that will lead our new security initiative in the Western Hemisphere.
The Trump administration is targeting New York's healthcare spending. CMS Administrator Dr. Mehmet Oz launched a federal fraud probe into the state's Medicaid program Tuesday. Federal officials are flagging high costs and giving Governor Kathy Hochul 30 days to provide answers. The New York's program is the most expensive in the country, costing more than $115,000 last year. While Hochul calls the move a political attack, the White House describes it as a key part of the national effort to stop fraud.
Still ahead tonight, Josh Allen has a new weapon in Buffalo, and the Lakers men's hockey team will try to break Hobart's undefeated home record on Saturday for the SUNYAC Championship. That'll be all coming up here on WTOP-10.
I saw bread, and I want some bread.
I feel like the amount of work that we get here is very different than a community college. So at my last school, we had at least an essay a week that was due for any given class.
Yeah. Also makes you really feel, did you start in the fall? Or it's kind of like, well, still good sport.
If it's hockey,
It's what they score!
it's on Hockey Talk. Join Rob Finger and his panel of guests.
Their behavior against easy teams. How do you lose to the Bruins twice?
As they take you through the hockey world.
We welcome you with open arms.
Tune into Hockey Talk, Mondays at 9:30 after East Coast hockey games. Only on WTOP.
Oh boy!
I feel like it's dirty.
Good evening and welcome to Jeopardy! I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon.
Joe is at this place. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here. Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
You guys are stumped still?
Joe, I'm going to sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
Welcome to WTOP-10 Sports. I'm Brady Peters, and let's get into the action. The Oswego men's lacrosse team returned this past week to the turf. WTOP sports reporter Lucas Marquez has more.
The Oswego men's lacrosse team was back at Laker Turf Stadium last Wednesday for their first home game of the season. The Lakers began their home record with a big loss against Clarkson University. A hot start from the Golden Knights made a tough day for the Lakers. Clarkson University struck first early in the opening quarter and kept building momentum throughout the game. The Golden Knights controlled the match from start to finish and fought the back of the net multiple times, taking a 3-0 lead after the first quarter. Oswego was able to break through in the second when Hayden Coney scored the Lakers' only goal of the afternoon. But Clarkson quickly responded and continued to extend their advantage, something that demonstrates the attack power the Golden Knights had in the game. Goalie Seasman Hand finished the first half with 13 saves. Clarkson kept the pressure for the rest of the game, eventually securing a 14-1 win over Oswego. With the season starting now, Coach Andrew Daly knows what has to be done to improve.
Consistency, I think, we showed flashes of some good stuff, but for the most part, I thought we got out tough today a little bit too much, and we need to just lock in for, take successes and build on them instead of, when something goes bad to try and fix it right away. Just kind of trust in the process and keep working.
However, coach also saw some good sides, even with the loss.
I thought they battled hard throughout. You know, they didn't always play clean, but they played hard the entire 60. So, you know, from a coaching perspective, the fact that they continue to work as hard as they could is all you can ask for.
The Lakers will look to bounce back quickly as they return to Laker Turf Stadium this Saturday, hosting Everett University at 1 p.m. Lucas Marquez reporting for WTOP-10. Now back to the desk.
The Oswego State women's lacrosse team also got to hit the field yesterday as they went on the road against Geneseo. The Lakers fell in overtime 15-14 as sophomore attacker Rosemary Mahoney scored the game-winning goal for the Knights. Oswego State senior midfielder Alexis Hill dropped 7 points in the loss, recording 6 goals for a sock trick and an assist. Oswego State will look to bounce back when they hit the road against RIT tomorrow. Face-off is scheduled for 4 p.m. And now moving over on to back of the hockey for Oswego, going into the SUNYAC Championship against Hobart. So first looking at the bracket, how did we get here? So starting off again, Oswego, they pretty much had a decent road going into there, getting the home win over Buff State, getting the home win over Skidmore 6-3. Now facing probably their toughest test yet. They're 0-2 against Hobart going into the season. Hobart pretty much shut out every single team in their way. They have been on a dominant run overall, and there's definitely a couple players on both sides that you're going to have to look out forward to as well. So let's get straight into that. Starting off for Oswego, for their player to watch for going into this contest, by far it's going to be Brandon Cohen. Cohen has been having one of the hottest seasons so far statistically and be able to help out Colin Vassal. As you can see, 23 points in 26 games has been really consistent throughout pretty much each game. Not going to be popping off of the goal stats. I mean, 9 goals of the season, but 14 assists, a plus 14, which actually is ranked second on the team. He is definitely someone Hobart cannot just let go and let him do whatever he wants. But also Oswego has a player to watch out for going into this game as well. For Hobart, that has been very hot this year with 40 points, Khalil Fontana, 20 goals, 20 assists, plus 31, which is second on the team. He has been extremely hot this year. The defense needs to find a way to shut him down. But we'll see how that goes coming up this Saturday. Now switching over to some basketball, the Syracuse Orange women's basketball team traveled to California to take on the Cal Golden Bears today for the ACC tournament. The Orange walked away with a 7-59 win as freshman center Uche Izoje recorded a double-double for Syracuse, dropping 23 points and collecting 10 rebounds. The Orange will host Louisville for the quarterfinals tomorrow, and tip-off is scheduled for 5 p.m. With the NFL offseason in full swing, the Buffalo Bills added a new weapon for Josh Allen. The Bills today traded for Chicago Bears wide receiver DJ Moore and a 2026 fifth-round pick in exchange for a 2022 second-round pick. Moore last year recorded 50 catches for 682 yards and 6 scores in 17 games. Bills head coach Joe Brady served as Moore's offensive coordinator for the 2020 and 2021 season back in Carolina. Moore recorded 66 catches for 1,193 yards and 4 touchdowns that season. Now switching over onto some basketball action, the Milwaukee Bucks 5-5 in their last 10 games. Giannis Antetokounmpo hoping for the team to bounce back as all ready to start things off. Huge bucket from Onyeka Okongwu, really starting things off hot for the team. Finished with 21 points. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo decided to say, hey, I'm still one of the best of the game. Drives in for the dunk. He had a huge game, 24 points on the night. And then also Ousmane Dieng goes in for the step back and drills it from mid-range. 14 points on the night for him. And then once again, Giannis forcing the little miscommunication of defense and just slams it home, 61-57 Milwaukee. But Atlanta decided to stay in it. Jalen Johnson trying to see if he could drive his way through. Gets the and one, tying the game up 65-65. Critical point in the second quarter. He also managed to get the free throw. And then who knew that centers could hit from the three-point line? Miles Turner gets the three-pointer. Going into the second half, though, the Bucks fell 133-113 as they are in 11th in the Eastern Conference. And then Atlanta is 10th.
Well, that's going to be our report for the night.
Be sure to stay tuned and stick to sports and Laker connections.
Thank you for watching.
Have a great night, everyone.